In the past, I have already expressed the point of view that your physical body is not physical and that the material universe is not material. In fact, both the body and the physical world are concepts. So let me unravel this for you in terminology and also in yogic philosophy. So in Buddhism, especially in the Mahayana and Vijnana traditions, or what is called Vijnana tradition, the physical body is sometimes and actually frequently referred to as the conceptual body. In other words, it's a concept. This term reflects the understanding that what we experience as the physical body is not a fixed, independent entity, but rather a dynamic process shaped by thoughts, perceptions, and mental constructs. The body is seen as a projection or manifestation of our internal dialogue, our stories, our interpretations, and our habitual patterns that we experience in our daily life. The body is not separate from this mind, but is intricately woven into our lived experience, constantly changing, just as our thoughts and emotions change as well. This Buddhist teaching emphasizes impermanence and the absence of a permanent, unchanging, provisional self. The physical body, known as rupa, rupa means form, rupa form is actually one of the 5 aggregates, which are also called skandhas, layers, like the layers in an onion. You know, when you peel the onion, there are skandhas, you peel each layer. And these constitute what we call the concept of a person. And this is often mistakenly identified as the self. The person is not the self. However, Buddhism teaches that the identification is a conceptual error, identifying with the body. The body is a temporary conditioned phenomena which we take to be the body, and that's a conceptual overlay on a constantly shifting set of sensations and experiences. So calling it the conceptual body highlights its nature as a mental construct, a fluid process, rather than a static noun. The yogis call the same thing the karmic body. So the physical body is associated with the concept of the karmic body or causal body, karan sharir. This reflects the belief that this body is a manifestation of accumulated experiences and their mental interpretations. Okay, so the karmic body is the subtlest layer of existence, the seed potential to all experiences and forms. And it is not the physical body itself, but rather than the underlying causal matrix that gives rise to both the subtle, energetic, and the gross, physical bodies. The karmic body contains the imprints of past actions, experiences, and their interpretations, which determine the circumstances of the recycling of the process that we call a person. Okay, so if this is clear, let me also explain what the 5 skandhas are. The 5 layers. So the first is form, which is called rupa. The second is feeling, which is called vedana. The third is perception, which is called sanna or samjana. The fourth is mental formations, sanskara, the seeds of past experience. And of course, the final, fifth, is consciousness itself, the awareness of knowing of an object as an experience. Okay, so if that kind of feels okay to you, we can also, if you want, do a meditation, okay? So just close your eyes and let's begin with finding a comfortable seat and actually become aware of your breath, okay? And as you notice that the breath is a sensation, it arises, it's there, it's gone. And it's a sensation in awareness. So are the 5 so-called senses. Sound is an experience in awareness. It arises, it's there, then it's gone as a sensation. And so is form, rupa, color, shape, text. It's all form, rupa. And when you look at something, and then you look at something else, those are snapshots of perceptual activity that arise and subside in your awareness. Same thing with texture, same thing with smell, same thing with taste. So these 5 sense organs are actually modifications of consciousness as sound, form, texture, taste, smell. They arise and subside in awareness. So observe, be aware of sound,